down here? Okay, we're back doing another live stream, and I knew I'd have to just cough. Okay, so got the printer on the Dell 1525 laptop over there. I got the printer and the scanner to working easy. The printer, just like usual, you know. Actually, I didn't have to install the printer driver because I had already done it in my screen, and I just didn't remember. It was already there. And so in Debian 8, you don't got to install it for each user. You install it in one user, it's ready for the others. So that's awesome. So then the scanner wasn't, well, I didn't have Xane in there, the scanner app that and Simple Scan. So I installed all the, there was already some Sane backends and stuff in there. So I installed Xane, Simple Scan, and Xane installed some other stuff along with it. Oh, and another one called Scan Front, just Scan or Scan Front End or something. It said it was a Scan Front End for Sane. So I installed those 3 apps, tried it out, and it worked perfectly. So that's what it's supposed to do. But you see how it's asleep? It keeps, I haven't remembered, I saw it several, it's been doing it. It seems to be okay as long as I'm working on it, but as soon as I go away, it just, you know, Power Saver keeps putting it to sleep and making you log in with a password. So I don't like that. So I'm going to get back on my screencast. Let's make sure that's where we are. Then I'll close my web browser. Okay, then I'll close that, and I just got to make sure I don't mess up. It's kind of cool that you can log in on the room. As long as the KRFB is running, you can log in to that screen, but I don't want it there at all. So let's get into, just go make sure there's no screensaver running or power. Let's see, power management. That's always defaulted. When laptop lid is closed, suspend. I usually tell it, put the color to sleep, never. It depends, but you know, sometimes you'll close the lid when you don't mean to. It's kind of a heavy lid, so no shutdown. Do nothing. It tends to overheat a little bit when the lid's closed, so as long as I can, since Mom's going to be using this, I'll just tell her, don't leave the lid closed when it's running. You know, she should be able to put it to sleep, never. Display brightness to 100. Dim display when idle. No, that's really aggravating. I mean, it might be good in this instance since she's going to be using the VGA out, but I'm not going to do it because it's going to stay plugged in. Now, on battery, that's different. On battery, you could say when laptop is closed, when battery power is critically low, hibernate. On battery, I'm going to say put it to sleep actually in 30 minutes of inactivity. Put display to sleep when inactive, that's too often. I'm going to say 30 minutes. I'm not going to reduce. I've had them leave them like that. Reduce backlight brightness. Yeah, I think all that'll just make them hard to see. And dim the display when idle. Yeah, because see, that's different. I mean, that's okay because if you're not doing anything, it helps it not use as much power, and then when you just start working again, it comes back up. I'll leave it. Hopefully that won't be a real pain. Only display. Okay, this is a laptop. Normally, everything I do is not pertaining to laptops because I have 2 of them, but I don't use them very much because I'm always just stay mostly on the same computer, my main desktop. Okay, and now I want to do the screensaver. I imagine it's set to something. Yeah, lock the screen. That's probably what's causing that. Yeah, that's what was causing that. Okay, and I'm going to put it on random. But 2 hours. I could just turn it. Let's see. Where's off? Oh, activate screensaver. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? This would be, since Mom's going to be using this, I'm going to do something that's kind of neat. See, it's showing pictures right now, though. Why is it showing pictures? And it's on random. Well, let's put it on pictures folder and see if that works. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. It must have already been set up. Probably go through all of them, but see, it'll be getting screenshots and everything else. I'd rather it just go to, right now it's just family pictures, and that's what I was wanting to do. Let's go to, how do you set it up? There's no more settings. Maybe I set the pictures folder from some other place or something. Can't double click on it or anything. Yeah, no, that was a screensaver or something. I mean a screenshot. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to spend forever doing that. Alright, so there we go. That'll be nice. After how long? I'm trying to hurry. I'm excited. I keep thinking, oh, I might get it in there tonight, but I'm tired. It's almost 6, and I know I probably got another hour or 2 left. So I might as well relax and just get it done right, and then get it in there probably tomorrow. That'll be my goal, is tomorrow. That way I won't push and screw things up or be disappointed or anything. Since I've been working for over at least a week, if not longer. Can't find screensaver again. There. Pictures folder. 2 hours. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, you could do an hour. Since you don't watch videos, well, leave it on 2 hours. I don't want it to bother her or anything. If she mentions that it bugs her, then I mean, she doesn't normally. She might leave it running while she goes to get something to eat if she's working on something, and then, you know, gets real hungry, and you might leave it running. So, you know, of course, she won't be in there to see it. I don't know. I think it's neat. It does use up resources, though, doesn't it? That's right. I think let's don't get all happy about things that use up resources. We'll leave it if it seems to slow down or heat up or anything. Well, I'm messing with it. I could set it for an hour so it would come on. It won't come on. Well, you know, they tend to come on in an hour whether you're on it or not. If I'm watching, for instance, well, I know when you're watching videos they'll do that, so that's why I end up turning them off on the laptop. This laptop here, because it would come on in the middle of my video when I'm watching some kind of web video. I guess that machine doesn't think it's active when it's in the middle of a video. So I think I'll put it on an hour, and that's what it would look like. Leave full screen. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. I can feel that. I want to, but I have this bad feeling that it's going to make the machine. You know, she'll be in there one night, and I'm asleep, and I can just do that and say no. Much as I think it'd be cute and everything. Or it might come on and she might not figure out how to get out of it or something. Best thing to do is what I do, really, is this little app, Wallpapers. It used to, you could install it out of the repos in Fedora, but now it's not there, but you can just download it from their site and unzip it. And Wallpapers, SH, where did it go? I'm on the wrong one. Launch Wallpapers SH. It's a script, and it's not a complete application. I guess it's a script, and it'll. I'm gonna open it now, but anyway, you can set it to what folders you want, folder or folders, and I've got thousands now in my. I've downloaded over all these years, or pictures of my own, you know, and it'll change every 3 minutes. My desktop background picture, and so I like that. That way, it doesn't use up near as much resources. You can look in there, and I was beginning to wonder that it may be where is it? Wall. There it is. It shows up as Python. W-A-L-P. Yeah, W-A-L-P. Python. It's a Python script or a Python app, maybe, I guess you could say. But see, that's all it's using is, well, it is using 17.6 megabytes. But since you got 4 gigabytes, that's not so bad. Shared memory, 12. And then it's not hurting the processor at all. That's the main thing I was worried about with it. So 17.6 megabyte. No, this is 18,008 kilobytes. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So yeah, you know, you want to consider if you really want that running or not, but I don't know. Maybe that's not as much as the screensaver. I don't know how much the screensavers run. It just seems to me that when especially this laptop, because I used to run the screensaver on it and have it come on. Well, like I said, I quit doing it because it kept coming on in the middle of my videos, but I would have it come on within like 10 minutes so that if I was off in the other room, it'd just be playing pictures instead of, because it was my CRT TV it was on. I was afraid it was going to hurt that TV. You know, sending a still picture for too long to a CRT monitor, they always said it would burn into it. It wouldn't actually, well, you might see a ghost of that picture if it really burned into it. So I never saw it happen to it, but I was kind of worried, so I did that. But it got too aggravating, I quit doing it. So back to the work. Okay, what was I in the middle of? Oh, the printer. Well, I just woke it up a while ago, and now it's probably back asleep again. Okay. Scan. Should have put something in the document feeder. I didn't think about that, but I'm going to just open up Simple Scan again. See if it's can talk to it. If it can, I've got to go in there and wake it back up. Or turn it. You have to wake it up, you have to turn it off and turn it back on. Looks like maybe it's not awake because there's no, well, there it is. Oh, it's okay. And I'm still having trouble with my, let me see what, okay, I still don't have the Wi-Fi working. I don't know why. Yes, I know it was working. I swear it was working in her screen name. Maybe it's got to be set up in her screen name. I mean, well, it was working earlier and now it's not working so great. But I rebooted my modem and my router and all the machines, so I don't see what else I can do to improve it. The Wi-Fi I did want working though. So I think I just need to set up the connection. But let's try the, oops, I was going to look at the, yeah, it's using the wired because that's the only connection available. That is, I was having to turn off the Wi-Fi, connect, and then turn on the Wi-Fi to get it to connect to the wired because the Wi-Fi's half as fast as and I don't think they're bridged. If I've tried that before, I did it on this laptop when it was in Fedora, had Fedora on it, and I set up a network bridge and bridge the wireless and the wired, but I never did really see any difference. I don't know if they were sharing each other's connection or not, and maybe I didn't understand. Yeah, I mean, I swear I read some stuff saying you could do that with wired and Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi to you know, get more speed if you have them both connected. But I don't know. I tried it and I couldn't tell any difference. Okay, scan. Let's see if it's trying to scan, but I can't remember. This one may do that anyway, then come up and say, oh, it can't talk to the, no, this one won't even open all the way. It's like the rest if it can't talk to this printer. Okay, so that's working. So it ain't gone to sleep yet. But I still have to go to the website and download the Debian driver because I never did download the Debian driver. I had no thought that I needed it, you know. I don't need to save this, so I'm just going to, when it's done, it's still up there where you can hit stop, so I'll wait. I didn't know it took that long. I'm wondering why it's still up there at stop. It looks finished to me when I hit stop. There we go. That made it scan again. Oh, it must not. It must be that my window wasn't refreshed. That's aggravating. I don't think I have another one that would even comes close to working. Well, there's that one that has the little view. It didn't seem to give me any trouble. I may have to go to it. Well, the one on the laptop's still saying stop too. Now it says scan. Okay, that's the problem. I want to close the program now. Close without saving. Well, what I'm fixing to do, I'm afraid I'm going to have trouble with. Well, this is getting too laggy for me to stand. It's already closed on the laptop. I don't know why it's not working good. It was earlier. And I'm trying to go faster than the machine can go. Gotta wait for the application to open up before you can search in it. Romania would not run. Did I try opening that from the regular file menu? Because, you know, I know those KDE apps didn't. I'm going to try it. I think I did several times. The one I guess I'll have to try is, where is it? Is it Tiger VNC? Or that's what I was just now using, isn't it? Let's try it and see. I don't think Romania will run at all. There it is. It runs just fine until you try to log in, and then it crashes. 192. I'm going to get it to where I can see it on the laptop screen. Make sure I type it right. That's the one thing I don't like about it. You have to type it in. I think you can save a connection, but I don't know if there's some setting I could do to make it work or what, but it's I don't see why it would crash. It's some apps though. I'm gonna put the port in there too this time. Now it'll, as soon as I type in the password, it closes and crashes the app. Yeah. I guess that's when I had it on there and then I took it off. I don't want to do anything with that. Okay. TeamViewer won't do anything but TeamViewer style. Let me look at it and see, but I'm sure that you can't just connect with normal VNC apps. And VNC, I can't run it on that laptop because it's 64-bit, Debian 64-bit. Yeah, it's only works in its protocol. RDC didn't work. Matter of fact, not only did it, the mouse is all spongy, like it was not communicating fast enough for the, you know, like as if the connection wasn't fast enough, and then it even started doing the same thing. I guess I don't know why my connection wouldn't be fast enough, because this is a gigabit router, and it's a 100 megabit card in the laptop and a gigabit card in the desktop, so it should be fine. Romania, no. Remote desktop viewer, that's the one I like, but it wouldn't. It was doing that too. Remote viewer, I think that's the one that won't even run. I think that's the one that crashes when you try to. .192.168.0.110 just doesn't do anything. It just empties out the. That's weird. That's remote desktop here. That's this one. Yeah. Tiger VNC is the one I've been using. It seems like there was one other one. Let's see what that's like. Okay, there's one. Let's see if we can connect. Well, let's try it. I don't even know. Oh, that's Tiger VNC. That was just another way to get into Tiger VNC. Alright, well, let's just try it for a while, because it's been the best one. Now, Guess I better kind of look at my list. And now that turned me around, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's all good. That part, the sane apps. Oh, I wanted to try the fax software. Go to the website and try the fax software. Yeah, the file associations. I did that already. Probably some I missed, but yeah, and I want to look at her passwords. I still haven't remembered to do that one. I'm not on her saved passwords in Firefox. Okay, so the fax. That's the thing I was trying to do. So let's open up the browser. Right now, well, I don't know. I haven't just now opening something up. We'll see how it works. We're good for quite a while. Laptop's not hot. It's just about as warm as it normally would be. Now, used to I didn't have this kind of trouble with the VNC very much, but now I do with these newer versions of Debian and Fedora, and get the I don't know if those it worked. I used my keyboard shortcuts. I said, oh, they may not work. They did. When you're in the remote desktop, just spread out to where I can, if I can. There, so I can read it. Okay, let's see. There it is. That's all I've been saving for it lately. Got the download center saved in there several times. Maybe that's it right there, that bottom one. It's actually was slow on the laptop too. Well, probably the browser really works it hard. Okay, that looks like it. Epson, Linux. Yeah. So I want Debian, Ubuntu and Debian. I want this. Okay, yeah, download. I don't think it's going to actually download. I think it's going to take me to the next page. Oh, that's iScan. I don't want iScan. I want the fax software. I guess I'll have to go back to the... Let's go to Download Center. Let's go there first. Maybe that'll take me there. I was trying to go the quickest route to it. But I got to go to Debian and not Fedora. So most of those links I saved were Fedora. So that's the printer. Now, yeah, downloads. Epson Workforce 645 Linux, yes. Drivers. It's kind of weird how they got link after link after link. Little drop down lists. Oh, now it makes you do that again. Workforce 645? Yeah, Workforce 645. Linux is already selected. Now we're getting to a download page. That's one of the ones I've already been to. But that does not look like PC fax driver is what I'm looking for, but I think it's, unless it's got more than one choice, this is going to be the RPM. I have to just keep clicking because I can't remember. Keep clicking until I see, okay, yeah, Ubuntu, Fedora, OpenSUSE. There we go. It is all of them. Okay, I just didn't remember right. Deb for 32-bit. They're not in, normally most people put them, like Debs in a row or LPMs in a row, and they do it. They're not doing it that way. They're doing it by the architecture, so pay attention. Fax, Deb, and then the others are RPM, so that's the one we want. Don't want to open with. we want to save it. Quite nice. Okay. And I'll close that library. Okay. Now we'll see if we can open that and install it with Synaptic. First I'm going to check the properties. I don't remember if it has to be executable, but I don't remember it ever hurting if it was. Look at the properties one more time, see if it's got root. Who owns it? Theta, okay. Open with, see it would, oh, it's going to default to app installer. Apper? This is the pain. Well, let's try it, and if that works, then the current back end is not in support installing files. Okay. Now let's see if I can open it with, I may have to install some stuff, but first let's see if I can open it with Synaptic. It's not going to find it for me, don't look like. Thought it would. System. Synaptic. Let's try that, but don't do it every time because I still don't know if that'll work. There. What is that? I did not know that Apper would run on both Debian and Fedora. Okay, it's opening up the whole app. Huh. I may have to install some stuff. Well, let's just look for Epson. See what's available. It might be different than in Fedora. It might be what I'm looking for. I went and downloaded all that without even looking at it. I meant to go look first. Printer driver's already there because I'd already done that. Looks like that's just a short list there. There's a maintenance utility for the Epson stylus printers. That may be the one I installed on the Fedora. It looked like it might be helpful, but I don't know. We'll wait on that. Status monitor tool for Epson inkjet printers. That's another one. That's a maintenance utility. I think that's so you can run, clean heads and all that. But heck, you don't want to do that unless you have to, because I think you can do it from the printer itself. Yeah, you can, because it uses up a ton of ink, a whole lot. Status monitor for Epson printers, interface, digital still cameras. Okay, so no Epson. Firmware for various drivers. Let's see. Receive faxes on your sound card, on your radio or sound card. That's cool. Faxing over CPIA. I don't know what that is. Mail server, fax mail gateway. Ever wanted a fax server? Programs to send and receive fax messages. It says eFax, but we'll hang on with that. Well, I mean, yeah, I won't do it yet. First, we want to see about this other thing. GFax. Okay, that might see Genome is the mother of Mate desktop, which I'm on, so that would be compatible for sure. Not always necessarily mean it's what you're looking for. GoFax receives radio fax only transmissions with the sound card. Oh, cool. Okay, what do we got here? Printing system. Can't fax with that, can you? I do not, I mean, I may have missed, there's something. GUI and command line to use interface with fax functions. Surely I'm not already set up to where I could fax, am I? I better go look. I don't think I actually, did a try to print. Just do it with that page there. Yeah, I don't see print to fax anywhere. I don't think you can just go to add printers and put a fax in there. I tried that already the other day. Let's see. This says HP anyway. I don't know. But it might be that some of that HP stuff actually works with these other ones. Those HP Halifax. Fax server software. Yeah, if it wasn't so outdated, fax server stuff would be cool. When I first got into Linux, faxing was still pretty common. But and it's still, you get hung up. That's the reason I'm trying to do it, is because I had to do something this last couple months back in the fall. I'm back in October, November, December. Had to send a bunch of faxes, and I had a pain in the butt trying to do it because I didn't have anything set up to do it with. And I never got it working on my Fedora 23 system. I had to do it in an XP laptop that was, I think it's infected. I can't find a virus on it, but it used to run really good, and now it runs horrible. And it runs fine with the Debian on it, though. It's the dual boot. It's the other laptop, not this one. But it's only a 1.7 gigahertz single core. But I have like 2 gig of RAM in it. Yeah, 2 gig. That's the most it can put in it. There's plenty of HP fax stuff on there. I don't know why that would be on there, because I just put this on there 6 months ago, and I didn't have HP. That must have just came with it or something. I don't have any HP printers in the house for a long time now. They're all out in the garage waiting for me to see if I can fix them. I don't even know what mGetty is, but there's faxing tools for it. I'm not paying attention to what's installed and not. OColor is one of my favorite PDF viewers, and it'll view faxes too. It'll view a lot of different kinds. I think it'll view e-documents, e-reader documents. Cups, okay. Printing for HPJS, PostScript, Qt-based slow scan TV and fax. That was something fun to play with a long time ago. Home router management tool. Huh. Well, what would you... I don't know. I'm being curious now. Okay, let's keep going. You see, there's more stuff than you could ever use. And I used to just install everything I thought was neat and think I'd try it, but I never did. So lots of things, I don't know if I ever even opened them up, much less try them. So I try not to do any of that anymore. Okay. Featureful graphical front end for Sane. There's 2 of them. There's same 998.6 and then plus B1. Okay. Oh, okay. Can be run as a standalone environment, or the GIMP image management program in standalone mode. Xane can save an image, variety of so and so, so and so. Just tell me what it is about fax. Where did I get the idea it had anything to do with faxing? I think I crossed words in my eyes. There's nothing about faxing there. Scanner. Okay. Whoops. Bringing in the microphone. So, let's see. Fax. I didn't see anything that looked like it would make it work. It's all odd that I didn't see anything in there for, regular modem faxing. There's plenty of that in the Fedora repos. So yeah, if you want to do anything under the sun, then you might want one machine with Debian, another one with Fedora, and then another one with some version of Windows, maybe XP and 7 or XP and 10. So you might want 4 machines or 10 machines, depending on if you're like me. I do have 1, 2, count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 desktops in here that run, and I could use it any time. Of course, I couldn't stand to run them all at once, and 2 laptops. Yeah, and that's not counting the 2 I've been working on for Mom. And they all have Linux on them though right now. No, well, that old Dell 600 has XP and Debian 7 or 8 on it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to use a sound card. What was that one? Let's see what that eFax. That's for a modem, okay. I don't think it's got anything to do with the eFax company. I used to use that years ago. You could fax over the internet with it. You could just send any file through it, and it would fax it. It had a fax server out on a server somewhere, and it would fax it for you. And it was free as long as you didn't use over so many a month. And I used it for years, and it worked great. And it was for Windows. And then, back then when faxing was a big deal, I kept getting fax spam. And they kept sending out saying, well, if you get too much traffic, then we're going to close your account. Well, I wrote them back a couple of times. Well, how do you stop this? I don't have no power over stopping it. You got to stop it. Finally, they closed my account, and I think what they did is they did that to everybody that had free accounts to get out, so they wouldn't have to break their word, because they said free account for life, on their advertisements. I think they did that as a way to. I think they were spamming us and then saying, "Oh, you got too much traffic, so we're going to close you down." I'm pretty sure they did. They never answered a single one of my contacts to them. I wrote them about three or 4 times more. I don't know, 4 times at least. I don't know, 3 times at least. Anyway, and I wrote their, customer service email and all that junk. I never did. All they did was just close my account, so I never. And then it's still sending me spam advertisements. And I used to send me stuff in the mail trying to get me to sign up for the paid. It's like, yeah, after what you did, I'm not paying. Would never use you again, even if it was free. So, what's this? Drivers. I don't know. Has that got something to do with fax? Came up under fax search. Firmware Linux free. That's a bunch of firmware. Probably something in there says fax, but I don't have a fax, so unless I could add printer, I think I'll try that. But there was one that I saw that looked plug-in fax. Fusion directory is a combination of system administrator and use web interface. LADP. No, I don't have LADP. Okay, GFax. That might be useful. Yeah, that might be something that might work. I'm going to click on it because I haven't submitted. I think I do want that. I would put in eFax along with GFax. But, yeah, now my thing's not. See, it's just not, it's like a machine without enough memory, video memory, but it's not that. It's just the data's not coming in fast enough. Let's see. Over there on the laptop, everything's fine. Sometimes clicking on something else makes it. Fax on the radio. I thought it was up higher, so I'm going to get eFax and GFax by doing that one. Radio. What? Huh. Printing. That's something. I don't know what it does, but sounds like it might help. It's to help things print better. Oh, that's a courier mail server. No, we don't want a mail server. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say that's the best bet I've got. Before I do it, close this browser. Before I do it, I want to look at printers and see if you could add a fax printer. I don't think so. Come on. I guess I'll close this and open it back up. It's just about to quit working. Try this one again because it was just bugging me. It wasn't as bad as all that. The one that I like the best anyway. Yeah, I can even go full screen with that one. Okay. If it's going to give me trouble, I might as well use the one that I like the best. Okay. Root privileges. Yep. Just typed it wrong. Network printer. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't remember its IP address though. But I'll probably have to put it in there. I don't think there's any faxing. Oh, there it is. The Lenovo i5 is sharing the other printer, I guess. But that's not the one I want. I want that one. Does it have... it's already there, so I already have it, so I don't need to do it again. Okay. I don't think you can do add a fax printer from here. I don't think it'll do it. But if I want to try, let's see. Get back on get out of this wide screen here, big screen. Yeah, I'll just use I haven't checked my stream to make sure it's okay anyway. I'll check my stream, then I'll look on my router and see what the IP address is. I got the window wide open now, and the fan. That was cool. I was a little chilly this morning, and up until about 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Now it's 81.7 and has been for 2 or 3 hours. And the window wide open now. Fan's on, and the window's wide open. Weird day. Weird temperature day. I was really surprised I felt chilly because didn't feel cool outside. It was pretty windy this morning, but then it got really, really still. Here's the Epson. That's what I'm looking for right there. 0.187. 192.168.0.187. Okay. Worked. You can copy and paste between your desktop and your host and back and forth most of the time. At least you can in this one. I don't know if you can in any of the others. Oh, I just saw a fax in that list. I swear I did. As it was coming up. Thought I saw something that said IPP fax. Or I saw that IPP and then I saw the word fax. But it was jumping really fast. I think IPP is how it's addressed to go to the printer to print. Wish there was a way to search through all that. Trying to use my keyboard to go up and down and through there, but it didn't move. But maybe it'd be a bad idea anyway. I might select it on accident. LDP LPRQ. I don't even know what that means. It's not one of the protocols that I've ever used. I don't know what those are, but IPP. There's where it said, I thought I saw fax. I probably saw for example, and it looked like fax to me. Okay. I don't think I can get to any fax that way. So that's what I wanted to look and see. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and install that eFax and stuff and see what we get. eFax, GFax, and some supporting apps. So far, I haven't had any trouble installing. Have I installed anything so far today on her screen name? You know, I was thinking maybe I should be in my own screen name to do this kind of stuff, but we'll see if it makes any difference. It may be that Debian doesn't just do that, you know, make you not be able to install whatever you want. Although I tried to run that dev file and it wouldn't run, huh? Well, I didn't have, oh, that's right. I need to see what it is. There's some add-ons, I think, for Apper, or maybe, yeah, or for apt-get, maybe that, yeah, let's look for Apper right quick. I want to see if I forget again. That might make me be able to run that deb file. But if it works without it, I won't try it because I don't like that proprietary software anyway. Did I not get my search? Yeah, I did. Okay, there's Apper. Short, Alessa. Okay, this is the package that it came up as the default to try to run it. Simple software tasks, and I won't go into all of it. And then what's this? Data. Okay. Apper debug. Oh, okay. Let's try this because in Synaptic you can do more than one word search. I don't know if that'll do it, but I'm going to try Apper install and Apper deb. Let's see. Deb config helper, Amux. Now that's debugging stuff. Domain builder. Rebuilding packages from source code. Now that would be useful if you're going to install stuff that way. To make the life of the Debian package manager easier. Well, that's for a developer. See, there's something that's already installed. That's not anything to do with what I'm looking at for. See, all this time I'm spending just on a couple of things. That's why I like to, once I get things figured out, I like to make that install script and use it. Even though sometimes you may, as long as your system's running good, well, when you jump like from Fedora 23 to 26, that may, if you're just like 23 to 4 divided by 6, if you're just two distros apart, like 23, 24, 25, you'll probably be all right as far as, you know, working on the newer distros. But when you get on up a little further, I mean, it's just kind of a best guess I'm saying here, but bootstrap domain. Yeah, that's for making boot images and stuff. I like to use that kind of stuff. I like to learn about it. XCF files, not XFCE. 18. Okay, so the only one that even sounded like it might possibly do anything like that was, that's debugging. Okay, wait, let's do that. Install deb. Let's see. Let's Install only wanted Debian packages or rebuild scripts to make the life. Yeah. Bootstrap again. It doesn't have to say Apper on it, does it? There, tool for installing deb files. This is what I may need. QDeb installer. Right. This is what kind of thing I'm looking for. Powerful and efficient send mail. Yeah, I think maybe that might make it work. Just keep looking though. Bootstrap. To install Debian into a disk image which can be used with virtual machine. Oh, how cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Okay. Virtual servers. Okay, so I'm wanting to really learn about. I want to get a real server and put that kind of stuff on it. Probably with Fedora though. I'm going to install this, just the one file. Now maybe that'll make Apper work. I've done this with Fedora several times, and of course I never can remember the actual names of anything. But and this is Debian anyway. But Apper needs some helpers to install straight from the downloaded file. First I'm going to try what I already installed. I'm not going to just before I try to install this, because if it works I won't bother with that proprietary thing. But I want to try, I might see if the scanner, make sure the scanner isn't unreachable, or if the scanner is reachable I would think this fax would be reachable. Let's see. Oh, it's asking me where to go again. Huh. I want to try that just to see what it would look like, that webcam. Did it save my, yeah, it saved my settings. Good. And I don't have, that doesn't even open up on my machine. I guess I closed them, probably closed them and then hit save settings, and that's why they don't open up. But they are useful. I don't really completely understand all this right here. Well, that right there, you can like just gamma correction. You can select from a list. I'm sure you could use. I'm sure I could use that. But this right here is just a pretty colored graph to me. Okay. Oops. Wait, do not close. Let me go over here and look and see what I was talking about. See, there's the pretty colored graph. Easier to find. So if you wanted to make this look better somehow, let's get it down here where the colors are, say. Oh, it's all just user defined. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I would do with that. Well, maybe it's easier to. Oh, it's easier to find because I went through and set all this the way I wanted it. That's why. All right. So maybe it would be reachable. Oh, that's not how you fax. Oh, GFax. Maybe it is a Xane image scanning. Oh, that's Xane image scanning. Yeah. It says the OCR fax tools. Maybe you can fax straight from Xane. Let's go ahead and look at GFax and see what it looks like since I went through all the trouble to install it. Is it going to run? Maybe you can actually fax from Sing, and I just never realized that's how you need to do it. That doesn't look like it's going to run. Where's that little, let's get this open. Nothing with fax. Let's see. No GFax. Okay. So that didn't open, but it may be that I need to go to it. I don't know where. That's why I wanted to use the search. Office. Yep. See if it'll run. It may not run at all. Sometimes you need to wait till you reboot and make sure that the apps actually won't run, though. Sometimes they really won't run until you've been rebooted. Okay. And sometimes they'll hang things up, and you'll end up having to reboot to get it to process to quit running and trying to run in the background, or some processes that the ones that went bad. So I'm going to open up Xane and see if there's something you can do to fax something. I'm going to have to try that in a minute, but not now. I don't want it to stick on there, though. This, I guess it asks because there's two possibilities. That's why it's asking. On my other machine, there's not but one possibility. On my machine. Alright. Can't open a file. So I guess you would have to scan it. Let's say I wanted to scan and fax this thing. Of course, if you're going to go through that, I mean, I want to be able to fax files that are already on my computer. That's what I want to be able to do, like, you know, LibreOffice files and stuff. I guess I'll go ahead and open up a file after I try this and see if it would be able to fax it now, since I installed that eFax and all that stuff. And there's usually one. I'll look at the printers too. See if there's a fax printer in there now. Nope, no fax printer. Okay, now let's see. OCR, save as text. Filters, geometry. I don't see how you could fax from here. Maybe it just helps you fax in the way that it scans for you. And then if you saved it, you could fax it. It's the only thing I can figure. Alright, let's open up a document. Whoops, got out of her screen name. Do I have any Debian 80? I still haven't got anything in there. I remember that was the one I tried. That one doesn't have a file extension. Okay. Oh, it's not OpenOffice. I don't know if this one could fax. Well, you would print, and then you would select a printer. Yeah, if there's no printer, no fax printer in there, then you're not going to see it. I've already done this, already been through all this. Yeah. I think this needs to be, let's look at the properties. Well, let's hit rename. That's a text file, but it doesn't have a .text extension on it. Let's go ahead and open a OpenOffice file. Now this remote desktop was working good like it normally did. I wonder why it wasn't working good. Now it's working good. And the other one quit working good. It's weird. Go into printer settings for this. Oh, now it's jacking up on me. Yeah, just those two. That's all there is. So I have to install a fax printer, or I'm never going to be able to. There's nothing there anymore on the laptops. So yeah, I just as soon as I commented about that working good. Okay. Oh, let's try. What's the other thing? Yeah, because that's. I tried it. Okay, I've tried everything else, but trying to get it to install this. There it is. That one I just installed. It should ask me for the root password and then do it. We'll try it. Either that or I should have opened up Apper and then it would work. Okay, I think we're. Yeah. So you want to install the packages. Details. 53 megabytes. Included files. That's enough files, isn't it? Okay, but that's good. Looks like it's going to work. Epson, Unix printing. Epson fax. All in one. That's what we want. Now. So far, so good. I was able to install this on the Fedora 26 system too, but it didn't work. So we'll see. But it wasn't working at all. It just couldn't see can't see it for some reason. It can't see it. This is the exact same network cable and everything I was using. So it's not anything to do with anything like that, or the router or anything like that. And I even left some of those ports forwarded. I never did take them out. The ones that really didn't do me any good, I probably just ought to take those out. It's only one. The one that's, I think that one that goes to the printer itself, I think I have to leave it. But you know what? As long as it's not hurting anything, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because that might break that might be why once I got the software that I needed. Maybe there's some conflicting software on the other machine in this one. It's a new install and doesn't have a bunch of extra stuff. Is it finished? It says done, but is it completely done, or is it just done with this part? I think it's done. Let's not rush into it, because I've done that before with these kind of automated script installers. And they're not quite done, actually. They're done with a section of it. So it says setting up Epson Fax, unpacked it, unpacking, setting up, processing, triggers. So I think it's okay, but I don't know. I was just going around and around about why would this one work and the other one not. So I think it's done, hopefully. Now, that little blue line, all that stuff is just because of my remote desktop's not working so good. Now let's see if we have a fax printer. We'll get off of this. First, let's see what we got under fax. Okay, we still have VG fax, and maybe it would run now that I have a fax printer. I don't know. Okay. I want to see if I have a fax printer. I don't see another printer. Let's make sure it's not hiding down there. I'll do that. Nope. Well, do I have to add one? Before I go trying to add printers and all that good stuff, let's just open up a file that could be faxed and see. Maybe you don't add it to the printers. I don't remember. Not in there. Could need a reboot. That's possible. Let's do that. Class. Forgot what class is. Okay, root. What do we need? Root, yeah. I'm not just doing this for the specific machine. I'm doing it because there's Epson Fax. That's the way it was on my other machine. Let's see if I can get it to work now. Epson Fax. Oh. So it puts that in there, but see, it says example. Wait. Workforce, Lenovo, Epson Workforce. Oh, okay. Well, let's just see. No, let's go with the Epson Fax and try. Okay, FFP Cup Server Printer. My domain. No. I'm going to try this and just see. No, it still won't let you go forward. Then you got to put IPP on the end. I'm just guessing here. It won't let me go forward. So, oh, I have IPPE. Still doesn't work. Printer my domain. Oh, I shouldn't have erased that. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. IPP Printer dot my domain. Oh, okay. Dot my domain IPP. Don't need Epson fax in there. Still doesn't think it's laid out right. It's not laid out right. I didn't get the dot in there. If you get it to where it'll accept that, but does that mean that then IPP? But I think that since it put Epson fax in there, I'll put Epson fax. I think I can just delete it if it doesn't work. I'm going to try it that way. Searching for drivers. I already have the drivers. Well, it did it. Epson. I don't want another Epson printer on there, though. 9-pin series. I don't know about that. This is Workforce 645. That's what I have, and it should be in there. Yeah. Let's make that big enough where I can see it. That's the inkjet printer, but I already have that, and that's the Guten print. What is the Guten print? Oh, Cups Guten print. Well, that still won't help me fax. Inkjet printer driver. I already have that. I'm not going to do that again. I think it might break what I already got. Guten print doesn't seem like it would help me. Huh. I don't remember what that was all about. Does that have anything to do with faxing? Gutenprint. Can't remember, but I saw that in Fedora. I want to see what Guten print. What's the Gutenprint? I remember because I was thinking that. I think that Guten print means good print in German. Because I think I've heard people say that before on videos, online videos. Oh yeah, now you're not going to work for me. Come on. Okay, that'll help sometimes. I guess it helps it to refresh. I don't see it. Wait. Guten print. There it is. GIMP Guten print. It's for the GIMP. Cups. Yeah, it's used for cups. That's the print server app, which is probably already on here. It was on my Fedora system. Didn't say anything about faxing though. So I don't think so. Yeah, I don't want to put something on there just for the fun of it and have it mess it up. Huh. Let's go back. If you do that and you just search for that host, you don't see a fax in there. I've been doing that. But it has Epson fax in there. But how do you make it work? That didn't find anything. Maybe I have to put the... Oh, IPP, HTTPS. Let's see. Let's see what the one that's actually printing for me uses. IPPS. Well, don't do that because that's where my IPPS is what I want to try. Cancel. Close. All right. That's in the list. Is that right? I've already forgot. Why did it jump down to the end? Dot dot slash slash. Already forgot. I should have left that open. Okay. IPPS dot dot slash slash forward slash forward slash. I'll leave it open this time. Now, I don't think you need a trailing forward slash. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's doing that again. Okay, we'll try Epson again. I think I'm just going to do the same thing you did a minute ago. I don't know about that. I don't know why it's recommending that. I'm way past Epson, aren't I? It seemed to find the Epsons. Can't think. EPL. Oh, I'm looking for workforce. That's why. It's already in Epson. Yeah, same thing. But I already have a working printer driver, so that is not what I want. So why can't I... Oh, that's what I had in there, and that didn't work. Try IPPS. Printer. Oh, maybe I should put Epson Fax right there. Epson Fax. And then what? Printer, Epson Fax. I want to try it without anything on the end, but I may need to put IPP or IPPS on there. Maybe I should have just done what it looked like I should do. IPPS, Epson Fax, right, the IP address. Okay, well, it let me do it. But it's just doing it all the same thing again. Well, let's just try the download then. Oh. Maybe there'll be a fax driver. I've already installed it, but EPSON, not OP. Epson Workforce 635. No match is found. Make and model. Maybe I need to go like that. Okay, so that don't work. Yeah, Epson. I just think I'm doing the same thing over and over. I'm not going to install that. Okay, so that's not getting me where I want to go. But what I don't get is you think since it's already installed and you're clicking on that right there, that if you get the address right, it would. I mean, I could try just HTTPS NMA. We'll see. The printer, maybe the printer. You know, it could be the printer uses one protocol and the fax uses another. I don't know. I'm guessing here. Same thing. Okay, let's just click on that and see. Yeah, HTTPS. So let's just change it to HTTPS. Well, what is the example? It still could be the same thing, either printer Q or IPP. Maybe I should have put IPP and not IPPS on there. It just seems to be going right back to that install the driver thing, and that's not what I want. Or maybe I need to enter URI because it's already installed. Yep. Maybe this is right, and I don't understand. But I don't want. I know, you know, I've done it before. Oh, let's just try it and see what happens. Then you get things all jacked up and break what you already got working. So. I'm going to copy that right there. All I'd have to do is just change it to HTTP. Oh man, I think I cut it. Let's see. Yeah, it would have been fine, but I want copy just in case. Okay, enter URI. Let's do that. This may be to do the same exact thing. I think it can do it if I just could figure out how to set it up. Same thing. Okay, I'm going to hit cancel and quit fooling with that part. I think I'm going to try, again, opening up this, let's see, Office. Yeah, this right here. See if it'll run now that I installed that fax driver. I think maybe it just won't run. I guess I was wrong about it being compatible with the mate. It must only work on Genome 2. Or it's newer and it only works on Genome 3. It's either older or newer. Probably older a lot of times. That's what you run into. Or at least you do in Fedora. That won't run at all. So I can't figure it out. And GFax won't work. That makes me mad. It should just run. See, it says send and receive facsimiles. Well, let's look if I missed something that has to have to work with it. It should have really brought it all in. And if it's not going to run at all, then I guess I should try a reboot before I say it won't run. See if there's any other, sometimes there's just other things. See, there's just that one package. I'll just look at fax one more time and see. eFax, GTK, eFax. Well, I mean, maybe that one would run and the other one won't. We'll see. The GTK is just another way of writing the graphic user interface. Epson fax, there it is right there. Okay, it shouldn't need anything else. What is that? Cappy. Fax server, standalone version. I don't know what a Cappy device is. Guess you could look it up, but I don't think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a network fax printer. Let's do that. Network fax. I didn't try that. Not near as much stuff. Well, that's for the server. You'd need to install this whole LADP server, or this is for an LDAP, I'm sorry, server. But that's just, you have to install LDAP server too, and I don't think that's anywhere close to what I need. Image printing system, cups. I wonder if I need to go into the cups management to set it up. I tried that already. Well, I tried that when I had this program installed on Fedora 27. It didn't work. There. There it fax over IP pseudo modem. Cool. Well, that might do it. I'm gonna see. I may try it. I might want to reboot first though before I keep just installing more stuff. Well, I can probably go ahead and uninstall it if it. That's just for viewing images. I'm going to try it before I do a reboot, and then I'll do a reboot, and then I'll have to give up if it doesn't work. I'm not going to keep messing with it. She probably won't even use it, especially on this machine. Oh, Fax GTK, yeah, I forgot about that. And this T38 modem. I mean, maybe it'll make the... Maybe they need something to talk to it in that way. It's kind of a... It's sort of like... what's those there's webcam apps that make... you could play a video and it'll show up as a webcam to the system, as a USB webcam. It's that type of thing. So, let's go see. I think I'll take a screenshot of that. Okay, there we go. Now, let's just... At least it works fast, and oh, it didn't go where I want it to. I got to set that up. Works fast. Now, let's see. First, I want to see, yeah, Fax GTK, see if that'll run. Oh, there we go. Why is it asking me? You don't ever see that in Linux, asking you about the license unless it's not really open source. It's a GNU license, though. Huh. Usually it's, well, well, there's something. Fax GTK, fax to send. Single fax, multiple fax, socket running on port 9900. Send a fax, answer a call, take over a call, stand by. It's inactive, stop. Okay. Send a file. Let's find a file to send. Which one has the least stuff in it? That one will probably be alright. It's a text, but well, ODT would probably be more. Oh, you can view it first. I guess that'll open it up in OpenOffice. I think you can view it first. It said view, and I did it. I clicked on it. Oh, I'm just going to hit OK and see. OK. Can't find the PostScript viewer program. Please check your installation. Oh, it might have been looking for, not looking for a, this is not looking for any kind of file. It's looking for a PostScript file. Okay. Well, that's a whole different thing. Oh, look. Fax is sent. Nothing in there, but fax out. It's put all that stuff in there. Is it Fax GTK server? At least it runs documents. So I think I have to have a real fax PostScript file, which you can turn anything into that easy enough. I'm going to try opening. Yeah, that's why nothing happens. If I say OK, it'll say can't view it. Okay. What I need to do then is, just leave it, put it kind of right there, because I want to open up something in here, and I'll print it as a PostScript file. It's opened up over there. I think I better, oh, I'm in full screen. I think I better close it and open it back up and see if it'll get a little better. So yeah, I guess that's why I've been sticking with this VNC program. Overall, it is the best one, I think, even though it was giving me trouble this morning. Now I want to open a file. That would be probably a long file, maybe not too long. There's all those errors I had when I couldn't get it to work. Of course, it's not looking right because I'm still having trouble with my remote desktop. But let's see. Oh, I want to print. I think I can just say PostScript in here somewhere. I want it to always do that, but PostScript from driver. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say, guess I'll say from driver. I really don't know. Okay. I don't want it to stay that way though. That's the thing. Now I probably changed my PDF printer, and I got to remember to put that back to normal PDFs. So let's try it. Go away. I don't think it printed though. Sometimes those things will print, put them on your home directory or your desktop. This one has desktop, so it might go there. The new Fedora doesn't have a regular desktop folder. The Fedora 23 doesn't, but I think 27 did. So let's try printing again. Maybe I was just in the settings. Let's try it. I remember just picking between, you know, PDF, regular printer, or PostScript. I don't remember having to do what I just did, so see what happens when I do that. It's either should make a PDF or make a, maybe it's not working because I don't know what I'm supposed to be picking there. Okay, refresh. Okay, let me go over here. Didn't go there. It's not, usually it brings up a dialog, saving as dialog, you know. Only the screenshots just go ahead and do it. So I don't think I put those settings back before I get completely messed up. Automatic PDF. Well, yeah, I'll leave it like that. Okay. I think that's just leftover. Yeah, that's just leftovers. Still not working. Oh, there's the printer. Well, that's the eFax printer. There it is. Did it try to go through it? Is that why it was blinking? Because it tried to go through it and it didn't work? May have. I don't have a oh, it's asking me. Can't find the PostScript viewer program. Oh, okay. But it's in the phone number now. I just now realized. I don't have a number to use. Maybe I do. I don't know if I want. I don't think I'll put the dashes in there. I think maybe it'd be better without it. Send fax. Let's just see what happens. Not a valid PostScript PDF file. Okay. It would try to do it if I had a valid file. I wonder. I've got all of her files on here, and she just might have an old fax file in here. There. Let's see if one of these would work. Personal cover pages. Let's just try that one. See if it would work. Does it say not a valid PostScript file? I can close this document. That's not going to do me any good. put it up here in the corner like that. Now send the file. Documents. There's a TIFF. PS, postscript, PS. This is old brother fax setup information. That's the old one. This is Epson. That's the old one. I had to go around and around setting it up. I remember that. Well, it doesn't matter. Just try that one. So you can view it first, I guess. I guess if I left it on the left, maybe I'd still be able to see it. Try that. Oh. It's harder when you're using the remote desktop. Can't. I don't think it's going to work. Try that TIFF and see what it says. These are PostScript files, so I would think they would work. Those there. Keeps just saying can't do it. I'm going to select one. I don't think it really matters. See if it could try it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, now we can see that. I don't know why I hadn't made that bigger. But it failed. Probably because the phone number is no good for faxing. That is my... I didn't know if you could fax to that or not. Maybe I should do it this way. I'll do it this way. More of a normal... I don't know. If you need a space... You probably don't want a space in there. Nope. Unrecoverable error. Some of them you can't put anything in there but the number. Permission denied. Okay, now we'll try again. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't think it's the phone number after all. I don't think it ever got that far. I'll type it out like you normally would a phone number. Well, the program tries to work, but you're going to have to go around the block to get a PostScript file going, the right kind. You might could use the socket, I don't know. Let's try, cancel. Try socket just to see what happens. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I would do that. Socket list. Yeah, there's no sockets to get, so. Take over call, answer call. I mean, you could try answering, but. Okay, let's stop this and close it. What about the other little... I wonder if the GFax will run now. Looks like the other one does and that one don't. But if you took it out of there, then it wouldn't. The other one wouldn't run. I don't imagine. That's kind of funny. If you see more than one graphic user interface, sometimes one will run and the other one won't on any particular distro. completely. I think I'm going to quit playing with this because I don't see any way to make it work. Okay, the file is actually opened up, so let's see. Okay, cups PDF, Epson. Let's select Epson 645 options. Not coming up where you can see them. Dang it. But I'm looking on the laptop. Oh, fax is in that list. Okay, I gotta disconnect and reconnect. Maybe you can see it. I saw this before and I never could find it again. It may, after I installed that driver, this has probably always been there. So I clicked on, well, I'll show you in a minute. But see, it says fax none, Epson 645, okay. Leave everything else to the defaults, I think. Okay. So I selected the Epson printer and then options. I guess you would have to do that each time you print, but you don't bother with those. You go into options and you select the printer. You could either select Epson 645 fax or cups PDF. Of course, that would just print a PDF. You might print a PDF that would be faxable. Now, I think that's taken over your printing, and the next time you print, it's going to try to fax. Let's say okay. We'll see. So you have to remember to put it back. That's what I'm thinking. Let's do the preview this time. So that's what it's going to be. Hit print. Now let's see what happens. I think it's just printing in there. No, it's an error. Okay. Doesn't need to be that big. Of course, it may be an error because it went to sleep too. That's probably why there's an error. I wonder if I can scan on it and wake it up. Let's try it. The scan keeps talking to it much longer than the it seems to be waking it up. I mean, working. Hopefully, we'll see. If that'll wake it back up, then maybe it can talk to it to fax and print. That might be a trick I'm finally learning, because I sure did have to get up and run in there. I mean, even if you don't have anything on the scanner, you know, you can just scan a blank page and then don't save it. If it would take care of that problem for you. It's working. That part's working. That is the thing I've been rambling on about. The section in the print setup there in LibreOffice. I saw fax once, but I think when I saw it, there wasn't any fax to select. Okay, so the scanner's working. Close without saving. Now let's see. Still has an error. I'm going to retry. Refresh job list. Doesn't. Oh, none of that's selectable. Only that. I may still have to go try and wake it up, but that error may not have anything to do with the with the remote desktop being so pitiful here. It's really driving me crazy. But it's awake, I would say. So, but the error may be because fax isn't set up right or something, like in that other app. I don't know. Maybe that's where I need to. Let's look in there. It's file, socket, single file, multiple files, tail number. Yeah, there's no number in there. See what I was thinking? Oh, that can't do that. You can't. I was trying to do my own phone number thinking it was going through the network, but this is not internet fax. It's just network fax to that printer in there, so you can't fax to yourself. I could try that number, but I don't think it will work. Of course, I know it won't work. I already tried that. But I'm going to cancel that job. Let's see. Cancel job. And then I will try it again. Did it get canceled? Yeah, it's canceled. And I'll try one more time with a number in this program because it is definitely taking over the fax capabilities. And of course it's not going to show up right, but I can see it in the laptop. So I'm just going to try. I'm getting tired of fiddling with it. Oops, I just opened up a new file. Can't see it that good. Okay, now I can see it in the print. Epson. Now let's make sure it's where's those properties? Those? No, not those. Device. Yeah, see, it's really strange getting back into the same spot. Where did it go? Where did that whole section go that I was in a minute ago? Printer setting? I just hit print. I didn't hit printer settings. I'm in the preview. Let's see if that'll get out of that. Maybe it'll be. I went to print. Comment. See, now it doesn't show me. Well, you can't. Not working good. But now I'm lost as to how did I get to that spot. This is what happened to me last time. Automatic PDF. That's what I've been seeing every time. Oh, I'm trying to click on stuff that's not there. I was trying to click on printer settings, but okay, options. You got to go to printer settings and then options. Oh, no fax. Okay. Now let's try printing again. I can't get it to work right. Let's try this one here now. Maybe it'll work for a little while. Okay. Still can't remember which one. Oh, this is the one that was small, but it worked good. But it doesn't work forever, does it? Over here. Get out of all that. Yeah, it's not any better. It's doing the same thing. Getting tired and hungry. Getting hungry now. I had a little snack. I had some banana pudding. I don't hardly ever eat sugar since I'm diabetic, but I thought, well, it was about 7:30, and I was getting just a tiny bit hungry, and I thought, well, that I've been wanting to eat some of that, and I thought that's a good chance in between meals, you know. But now it's getting time to actually eat. Let's see. So I think I ate lunch a little earlier today. That's the only reason I was tied it over, I think. Okay, now let's just say print. Now where's our little fax program? It should tell us what's going. Well, it's on uncoverable error, but I don't know if that was the last error. I should have cleared that or somehow if I could clear it. Seems like they stay in there. Yeah, it's just another printer error. So I really am just playing cancel jobs. I'm playing, you want to get rid of those jobs that fail because they'll hang up your new jobs that aren't anything wrong with them. Stop that, close that program. Let's go back and set those printer settings up right before I forget and have that broke. It's up, but it's not up to the preview here. There's one thing in TeamViewer, there's a reload button, and if you have trouble like this, you can keep hitting reload and try to fix it. I don't have that in here. I wonder if you doing that would help. It should make it worse, actually. Yeah, it's a good time to. I guess the machines are tired, and so am I. So I guess it's a good time to quit. Options. Okay, Epson work source. No fax. Yeah, that's all I want to do is go back to no fax. Say okay. Now let's see if we can print something. Trying to do things to it to make it reload. the view. Refresh. It's not working though. If I can just get this part done, I'll give up. Maybe the machines just all had enough for today. Could be. Okay. Print. I may have gone back to sleep by now though, but yeah, Epson printer. See if it's going to work. It may not work. You know, it'd be funny if it would actually have. I just thought maybe even if it dialed the number, even if it was wrong, I was just going to try it. You know, so maybe the printer really is asleep and it won't work until I. Maybe the scanning trick's not going to wake it up. Forgot about that. That might not be something that would work. Yeah, that address was way different. Epson to net. I try to let the programs do all that for me if possible, because that's all way, well, it's way over my head. I don't understand all those network printing and fax protocols, much less the faxing ones. Wake up. Come on. Okay, scan. I guess I can go look at the laptop. But if I'm looking over there, then I don't know. I can't see that it's just not showing a darn thing over here. It is scanning. Now, a while ago, when I had a print going, I turned it off, turned it back on, and then it finished the print. So I'll leave the print job in there. I want to make sure the printer is going to work. I don't want to leave the printer broke. That's the one thing she uses all the time. I'm trying to fix stuff that she don't even use. But I wanted to know for my own future here, even if not for her machine, I want to know for myself. So, okay, now where's that? Oh, I got to go over here. That's still an error. Can I try the job again? Fresh job list. That's all you can do is refresh the job list. So, I think it should be working now. So I think it's just not, that fax software is still running. I thought I closed it. Now, let's see. Anything else still running that I don't want running? I don't think so. That would have been interfering, perhaps. I don't know if that's going to work, but. Okay, I'm going to go turn it off. And then turn it back on. I'll just go ahead and switch over to my wireless mic, and I'll go in there, turn it off, turn it back on, and then I'll see if that prints. I definitely don't want to see. I'm getting tired, and so I keep fiddling with stuff and I get something, the important thing broken, trying to fix something that's actually not that important. That's what it's like when you're hard-headed and you want everything to do what you want it to do. You end up with nothing doing what you want it to do. All right, I'll turn it back on. Okay, got it back on. I was meaning to measure that tray where we were talking about putting the laptop. And I didn't measure it because I didn't have my tape, but I got my arm and my finger. Yep, that's almost exactly how deep the laptop is. I think it'll fit up there good. It's not quite as high as I was remembering, so maybe she can reach it just fine to turn it on and off. Oh, it printed. Let me go back and get the paper. Okay, well that's good. I was sitting down without even thinking. What I need to do is just, I could either stay in there or come and look at it. Yep, we get a piece of paper. I'm going to turn the printer completely off now. I'm done with that. Okay, so we got a piece of paper printed just like normal, and it's actually two of them could be somewhat useful. One of them is kind of confused here. One of them is the Epson printer, scanner, fax driver, RPM install errors. Okay, that was in Fedora 26. I didn't put that in the name there. This is the terminal readout of iScan bundle install RPM, and that actually did install, but it didn't do me any good on the other machine. It would probably work on this machine, but my scanners are working perfectly with the same backends and all that. So let's go back to the desktop. And yeah, okay, we're back to that. Now, back on desktop. Yeah, it's see the error's cleared. Printer queue's empty. So yeah, running a scan is not a trick. It does not work. It's not going to wake up till you turn it off and turn it back on. So all that time, you know, those errors might have been just because it was asleep. It might have at least tried to fax. But I'm so tired now. I'll try it tomorrow. I'll have to. I can't keep from it. But because I said a minute ago, I guess you heard me when I was in there, I said when you're hard-headed, you know, you keep trying and then you end up nothing working. But actually, if you keep trying long enough, you're going to get something. You're going to get it working. Let's see, scan images, Debian 8, there we go. Move, what I need to do is figure out how to, there's a certain way, I think if you open, instead of just hitting print screen, you open up the screenshot, there, take a screenshot. If you open the app, there we go, the whole desktop, and I want a delay of about 4 seconds, so well about 5. Include the pointer, and I want to tell it where to go. Include the window border. Okay, and I think, let's see, no. There's some way you can, some of these screen, oh there we go. Now see, it asks me where I want to save it. Now, if I tell it to save it in that folder I made, then from now on they'll go to that folder. This is the regular screenshot tool. I must not even have Shutter on here. But that's the simple way to get them to, it's probably going to have, yeah, see they're going to be the same name. So I'm going to give it a screenshot -1. I don't know how it does. It will do it once it should just do it just fine from here on out. That's still there. Discard image. So if I hit print screen, it should just go, yeah, and it said named it -2, and then you hit save. So now I'm okay. That let's see. Oh, I want the I didn't even want that. I wanted this. Make screensaver. Okay. I'll just use that as long as it doesn't use up, keep hanging. Yeah, this one's not the, I don't think that's genome screenshot. I don't know what it is, but see if we can. Screenshot. Let's see if I can tell what it is here. No, I don't know what it is, but see, then you got time to even change directories or something if you want to. And I think, well, I don't know. If you change desktops, will it go to that desktop with you? Let's find out. Some of them will, some of them won't. That one did. Okay, so then I can page through them. Okay, so that'll be fine. I'm not going to put Shutter on there. It's kind of fiddly to make. I like it. It's got a lot of features, but it's fiddly to make it work right. Anyway, so as long as it's not using up memory or anything, whatever the default is, it'll be fine. So yeah, I think I'm very close to being done. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and call this a night. I think I may. Well, I don't know. Yeah, everything's still running, so I'm going to quit my video and I'll check my uh, passwords for her thing while I'm still thinking. Well, I'm thinking about it again, and then tomorrow, I'll see about I'll go through it, make sure I find the things I've forgotten to deal with, and then I should be able to put it in there. I think so. I think it's going to be okay. As a matter of fact, after doing this, I was talking about upgrading that her other machine. Well, it's a dual core with 2 gig of RAM, less RAM than this, and this is 3 gig of RAM. It's dual core with 2 gig of RAM, but it has a 512. I think it's a 512 megabyte real video card in her machine. But it would run the Bane 8 fine, I think, just great, just like this laptop does. And so I just was leery of putting the Bane on there because I thought it'll be so hard for me to administrate for her because I use Fedora all the time. But I've been using it more lately. I've got it on these 2 laptops, and there's not too many things that are throwing me for a loop. So I'm having to do too much junk in the command line that's hard or anything. So maybe I'll just do that instead of saying, hey, let's buy all this other stuff. We'll see. All right, I'll go.